Hey. This is the Hello Earth Podcast.
Hello, Earth. Have we met?
We are. Hello, Carolina. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here.
Stop talking like that.
Shut up, Kels. I'll do what I want, man. This is my show. This is my show, dude.
Good show.
I'm John.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Kelso.
Kelso's over there. The Shadow Man. The Hat Man, even. As fate would have it.
He's the Hat Man.
All right, what a tone to set for today. But yeah, so I guess it's been kind of a slow week, but I don't want to jump into the heavy stuff that's happened. We'll get to some of that later because, updates with the Epstein stuff and whatnot as a conspiracy podcast, or among other things. What are you doing over there, man? I'm muted. You making a gator bowl, dude?
A Gator Bowl.
Unbelievable.
Wait, what's a Gator Bowl? It's just Gatorade with Red Bull?
Yeah, Powerade, I think, in this situation.
Power Bowl.
The sour boy over there. There's a guy on TikTok. He's a trash man that he eats a head of lettuce for.
I'm just about to say he's a trash man.
So, it's this guy who eats a head of lettuce for lunch every day, and he puts, just takes the head, and I mean, I don't.
Infinity Ranch and bacon bits.
Right, yeah. And he has ranch bottles that are just filled with all kinds of things, and it's pretty entertaining. I don't know why. I couldn't put my finger on why I like watching it so much.
Just seems like a chill
it's
dude.
like the veg version of the Liver King.
Sort of,
Okay.
yeah. In a way,
He eats
I
a
guess.
whole head of lettuce.
Right. I think it's probably healthier than liver, though.
Yeah,
for
I'm
what
sure.
that's worth. But all right. I guess welcome to our football podcast. Now that football's in, gotcha, bitch.
Hit him with the Heisman.
Right. So I guess we're the day after the Eagles and Cowboys kick off the season. Did you watch that game last night?
I didn't get to catch it.
It was pretty good, honestly.
Oh, wait.
I heard there was no defense.
I did see
Eventually there
one
was.
thing about it. Mm-hmm. The first 2 minutes, Dak spat on someone and they kicked him out.
So not quite.
Okay.
Pretty close. So the whole thing was that within the first 6 seconds of the game, after the kickoff, before the first snap on offense for the Cowboys, one of the Eagles' best defensive linemen, Jalen Carter, maybe? I can't remember. I'm bad with names. If you're not used to it, get used to it. But, yeah, he literally spits on Dak Prescott and gets ejected out of the game immediately. And it was kind of funny because everybody was just like, what even happened? Why did he do that? And then,
Wait,
I don't
didn't
know.
Dak do he spit too, but down?
Yeah, so
Is that after that all happened?
So literally 2 hours into the game,
Okay.
they finally show the replay of the spit incident again, Spitgate, if you will.
Yeah.
And Dak Prescott, he spit in his direction.
I spit in your
And
direction.
was kind of looking at him when he did it, and I guess this was perceived as disrespectful. I don't really know. I mean, are you not allowed to spit on a football field? I don't think that it was any reason to go up to him and actually spit on him. That felt pretty extreme, I thought. But first 6 seconds, you have your first ejection of the season, which was pretty cool. I'm glad it was an Eagle because fuck the birds.
Spitgate 2025.
Right. And I know everybody loves the Eagles these days because they have been decent or even good, I guess, the last few years. Mm-hmm. But fuck the birds. That's what I say.
Okay.
That's my opinion on it anyway. But yeah, they go on and beat the Cowboys, unfortunately, which I'm not a Cowboys fan per se, but they're my mom's favorite team, so I've always had a bit of a soft spot for them.
It's America's football team.
It's for my mother. Okay, that's why I can't like the Eagles, and that's fine. But anyway, I guess all that to say that it's the day after the first game, but not before the Panthers season starts on Sunday.
Yeah.
And right, and we don't have to go on for too long about this, but I just wanted to like lay down some predictions, I guess, for the season. Just record what's going to happen in the Super Bowl. What would you like to see happen in the Super Bowl? And be as unrealistic as you want with that, I guess. But yeah, I'm not super learned on sports or football even. Like, I watch a lot of football. I'm not great with names. I couldn't tell you everything about it. I've been watching Panthers games my entire life and will continue to do so, even though the last several years have been tragic.
Abysmal.
Right, yeah. And
and the preseason has not let us down either.
No. No, but I mean you can't expect a whole lot out of the preseason.
That's true.
It's just the preseason, right?
All right, so predictions. Where do the Panthers land?
So, I mean, we still got Bryce Young, who I'm not sure he's tall enough still. I just don't know. I mean, sometimes he'll he makes some of the most beautiful passes I've ever seen from time to time. But also, you see him fucking, jumping to see over the line every now and then, and it's just oh no. You can't set your feet like that. But I'm very skeptical, and I don't know. I'm still, a little apathetic about the Panthers to some degree. I try not to be too excited about any of it. But for this season, I know our first game is against the Jaguars. I'm pretty sure we can beat the fucking Jaguars. And I don't know if other Panthers fans feel this way, but I know that the Jaguars came into the league the same year as the Panthers, so I've always seen them more so as our mortal enemy, more so than even the people in our own division.
The Jags?
Yep. The Jaguars and the Panthers entered the league on the same year. And I feel like nobody else feels this way, but we should be in a death race to win a Super Bowl before the Jaguars, just as a point of pride, really.
We've been twice, and we have not
shit our pants
victorious.
Both times. Yeah.
One was with Superman Cam.
Right.
And, by the way, just a small plug. I say we. I produced the track. You did the rap. For a track called Keep Pounding. It's on YouTube. Look that shit up. It's how many? 500,000?
No, I think it was somewhere. I don't think it was.
I got you.
I don't even know if it was. I want to say maybe 120,000 or something. If that, I might have that fucked up. I know it was crazy high the last time we seen it by far the most successful song I've ever had online.
It's the most views of any video that any of us I have ever done that had the most views. So check it out. It's pretty cool.
150,000 views.
150? Yeah.
152.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's crazy.
I feel like at this point, Panthers fans probably, if they are aware of that song, they probably just listen to it and cry, thinking of the good old days.
The good old days with Luke Kuechly.
Yeah, it was very topical, naming names as far as who was on the team at the time, and that
Teddy
was
Ginn.
The last time that we had anything to be excited about.
Yeah.
Aside from a few little bursts of happiness we've got over the years, getting Christian McCaffrey was cool, and when Cam Newton came back for that season a couple years ago for a brief period of time, that was pretty cool, even though nothing really came of it. But
what are your thoughts, fast forwarding to now, on us getting rid of our only veteran wide receiver?
I mean, that's tough. Adam Thielen was one of our only consistent receivers at this point in time. But also, Adam Thielen's on his last year.
Yeah.
And
okay. Fair enough.
I understand that he wants to go home to Minnesota. I mean, that's what, players do that. That's just something that happens, and I don't know. I'm happy that he got to do that. It sucks for us, I think, and I think we're kind of high and dry right now, especially Jalen Coker's going to be out for a little while, and he was one of our more promising receivers from last year. We have Xavier Legette, who, he was supposed to be very good, and maybe he still will be, but he hasn't really shown a whole lot of that yet, in my mind anyway, and I think statistically probably not. We got the rookie this year, Tetaroa McMillan or something like that. Once again, bad with names. Don't judge me. But I don't know. We have some promising pieces that are starting to come together as long as everybody stays healthy. I mean, I still think Chuba Hubbard's the man. Like, I don't know. I'm happy with our running back situation post Christian McCaffrey. Mm-hmm. But you got to open up the passing game a little bit better for the running game to flourish. You know, they can't just know that you're going to have to run on all of the important downs. That's just...
Yeah. You got to be well-versed in both ends.
Yeah.
Hey,
but,
this is back to the video. The most recent comment on it was 3 months ago, and somebody replied like 5 days ago on it. So
they're still
it's
still listening, still
generating
crying.
some stuff. 9 years ago is when y'all posted this.
That's crazy.
Jeez, 9 years ago.
Remember when we thought about doing a V2 of this because it was so successful, we were going to do a new one. And you're like, let's just hold because... and that was like the worst fucking season they ever had.
Yeah.
And I was like, John, you saved us, my friend. You saved us majorly.
Yeah, things were not looking up at that point in time. I can't remember when that was exactly. I think that was probably before we even had Bryce Young a couple years ago. It's been a little while.
It was for sure. I mean, it was like it was even before Cam Newton had like a resurgence for like half of or a couple games.
Yeah, the dark ages of sorts. But you know, all that being said, like last year, I think we won like 5 games or something like that. I think we're gonna be better this year. I think so. I hope so. I need us to be. I still don't think we're probably going to be a playoff prospect at this point in time, unfortunately. I mean, I would be thrilled to see it, and it's possible. I mean, the NFC is kind of in disarray right now. I mean, the only super strong teams that I can think of are like the Eagles. Baker Mayfield's been kicking ass down in Tampa Bay. They still have Mike Evans. They still have some strong potential to be a good team this year, which is unfortunate in our division. Mm-hmm. I mean, you got the Lions that are maybe still going to be threatening. They did really good last year, but they also lost their offensive coordinator and their defensive coordinator this year to other teams, so they might fall off a little bit. Green Bay is in flux as always, so I mean, it's impossible to know what like the Vikings are going to be like because I mean last year they were carried by Sam Darnold, and I mean they don't have him anymore. So I mean maybe that's a bad thing for considering what he did last year. But yeah, I don't know. Things are all over the place in the NFC, which is the only sliver of hope I think that we have to maybe sneak in on a wild card spot or something like that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. I think our team's looking a lot like a 7-8 team, something like that. Or wait, am I doing the math right on that? Yeah, I think I am. No, I'm not. It'd have to be like a 7-9 team, I think, for that to. Yeah, I don't know. What is there? 18 weeks, 17 games. Yeah, there we go. But I'm still not doing it right. 8-9.
I don't know.
Yeah, not quite 500.
Yeah, okay.
As I embarrass myself with my math skills. But yeah, I mean,
if you want to know about space,
yeah, if you want to talk about the aliens, I got you, man. But yeah, as far as like the Super Bowl goes, I just really hope it's not Eagles, Kansas City again. I mean, I think that's what it's kind of trending towards, honestly. Unfortunately, I say that's what it's trending towards, but the season has just begun. Maybe KC falls off a cliff this year. I don't know. I hope not. Patrick Mahomes is my fantasy football quarterback this year, so I need them to be good throughout the season, but I'd love to honestly see them get knocked off in the playoffs by like the Bengals or the Bills or something like that. Mm-hmm. I know everything that's happened with the Bills, and mainly the Bills, but also the Bengals is just like heartbreaking because they get so close, but you just have this unstoppable force with the Chiefs right now, and they're the new Patriots. You can just expect to see them come at least to the championship game every year.
Yeah.
And it's boring, but it is what it is. It's impressive at least.
Yeah. Do you ever think about the Kansas City fans, if they ever get tired of hearing about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift?
I mean, it's their claim to fame right now.
Now they're engaged.
Yeah,
right?
now they're getting married, and
I think it's going to be worse this year than it was last year.
I mean, how could it be? How could it possibly be worse? Like, I remember last season, or maybe the season before that, whenever they first got together, and it was a big deal. Literally seeing Taylor Swift all over the games, like every Kansas City game. They're showing Taylor Swift in the booth for way longer than they should, considering what everybody's there for.
Yeah,
and I mean, that's fine. I get it. Like, you have some of the biggest star power in the world sitting in your stands. So, I mean,
you can
I
hit
get
it
it
once, like right before the game. And here is blah, blah, blah. And then
yeah.
move on with your fucking life.
Right. It's like right after the other teams run on, it's like the Kansas City Chiefs, and they storm the tunnel, and they're like, whoever else, the Ravens.
And it cuts away to Bill Murray, just like...
Right.
And that's it. You never see his ugly mug again. I love him to death, but damn.
Yeah.
Except it's in basketball, so Lakers.
Right. But, I don't know. I want the Bills to do well because Sean McDermott, he used to be our defensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. He's been their head coach for a long time now, but I don't know. I've always been a fan of the Bills. Not always, but since he's went up there, I've at least wanted them to do well. But also, it's like, I don't know. Ever since what happened to DeMar Hamlin happened, it's like y'all got pretty lucky there. It's like, now are you gonna? You had your Jesus Christ moment of resurrection. Are you just gonna be shit out of luck for the next 2,000 years now? Like, I don't know. Like, how much can you win, really? But if I was just gonna put out what I want to happen in the universe, without being completely unrealistic, because I don't think the Panthers are gonna get there, I would say like, I think a Bengals-Lions Super Bowl would be supreme.
Bengals-Lions?
Yeah, like the Kitty Bowl, some would say.
The Kitty Bowl.
the big old Kitty Bowl. That would be, I think, the most entertaining outcome. Anyway, I don't know. I'm hopeful. We'll see what happens, though.
Let's see. If I were to just throw one out there just so we can, like, time capsule this and pull it back out of the archives come February or whatever, I would say just a wild goose thing because I'm not as in tune to football as you are. Mm-hmm. Like when I did fantasy, I was a lot more versed in the players and the teams and their skill levels. So this is just a funsies.
Just spitball it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Las Vegas Raiders.
The Raiders. Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be a West Coast thing this year. Mm. And maybe the Chargers.
They're both AFC.
Oh yeah,
impossibility.
No, where are the Chargers now?
They're in LA.
They're in LA.
Yeah, it's them and the Rams. The Rams NFC, and that could happen. I mean, Matthew Stafford's still with the Rams, and as long as he doesn't blow into the wind.
I was about to say turn to dust.
Right, yeah. As long as he stays upright, then...
There's my uneducated dumbass answer.
Yeah. I just had to look up what teams were in which conference, so don't feel
I mean, it's complicated. There's a lot of teams. I get it. It's fine. This is only a football podcast for this moment in time. People can't expect much out of us here.
Well, you know that we at some point we have got to talk about Cracker Barrel at some point before it's not hot anymore, because it's still hot at some point.
I mean, let's do it then. What were your thoughts on that whole debacle? I mean, it seems like, is it just like a marketing ploy to get more eyes on Cracker Barrel? Because who thinks about Cracker Barrel anymore until now?
Like, I want some Cracker Barrel right now.
Right, yeah. That old timer's breakfast or whatever the hell, dude. You kidding me?
Here's my hot take. God bless that designer. He was probably fired, and not for good reason, because they did probably what they wanted. They asked for it was to modernize it, and that's what they did. And if you boil it all down to the reason that they were doing it, and I think Kelso made this point, I don't know, a couple weeks ago when it was really hot topic. It all boils down to they were going bankrupt and they needed to do something.
Right. Anything, really.
And all the people that had comments and cared about the old man Barrel, whatever his name is, who they weren't even frequenting that fucking place in the first place.
I believe his name is Uncle Cracker.
Okay. Hey, perfect. I mean, who wants a barrel of crackers anyways?
You're absolutely right. But
I mean, I feel like probably in all reality, we all probably go, if you're lucky, I mean, maybe once a year. It's like one of those things. Yeah. It's like, hey, let's go to Cracker Barrel, or you're like on a road trip. Let's pull off and get some good breakfast, or it's late as hell at night, and you're like, hey, let's do this. There's nobody, I don't think anybody, 90% of the people that are making comments about, I will never go back to Cracker Barrel. They probably hadn't been in 5 fucking years.
Yeah, exactly.
I probably haven't been in 5 fucking years.
Yeah.
But I think, like, I did a little digging, like, because I wanted to find out, like, what really caused them to go to bankrupt.
Sure.
And it was just the hike in prices. I mean, it was that simple.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not because of a logo. It's not because old grandma's not serving you biscuits with jelly. It's not the candy store, which is still fucking there. The candy store is still there. There's still a fireplace. Still the grandma serving you the same old shit. Yeah. And it's still good. But the only difference is it's just pretty expensive. Yeah. So when we go, it's a special occasion.
But, I mean, to be fair though, like that's everywhere these days. Yes. All of the inflation prices, they've affected all of the restaurants. Some have been fine, seemingly. Some are falling off. And I don't know. As far as like to modernize everything, it's just, does modernize just mean make it boring as hell and like make it look like a shitty car dealership as far as the aesthetics of the building and shit like that? Like,
I think it means nothing.
Right. Like, I don't understand exactly what they were going for. And like something that's really been bothering me about this entire situation is like this, the narrative being that, they've went woke and now they're going to go broke. Yeah. And it's just like, how is this even being woke? It's just being boring. Like, it's
just like we have to throw something on the wall and hope that it sticks.
Right. And I mean, I don't know.
Look at Burger King, look at McDonald's, all these fast food restaurants 10 years ago. Yep. They all modernized their buildings. Right. And I think the reason they did it was to maybe change their clientele a little bit. Yeah. But they didn't change their prices, and I don't think their clientele changed. It's just they changed the way that their buildings look.
See, I wonder, like, just given the desire for these, like, nostalgic elements of life, I really wonder if in 10, 15 years, are we going to start getting like the old school McDonald's built, like the old school Pizza Hut buildings back? Are we going to get the stained glass at the Pizza Hut again? Like, that's kind of what I want to see.
Cheeseburger stools. Yeah. With Ronald McDonald dressed up, going out and having birthday parties.
Right.
There.
I mean, I honestly feel like the first chain that tries to do that will probably be fairly successful. I mean, everybody, and for better or worse, I don't know if it's necessarily a good thing, but everybody wants to see the shit from their childhood again. And I mean,
Yeah.
whether like I said, whether it's the stained glass windows at Pizza Hut or it's the big tube play thing and the ball pits at McDonald's, like I don't know. I feel like there's a yearning for the past.
Yeah.
And I don't know. As far as Cracker Barrel goes, they had to turn around on that pretty quick.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think they're better for it too.
yeah,
I mean, it generated a lot of people's eyes. You know what I mean? People
Right.
were looking at them now.
well, see, like, I don't know. Everybody's like, there's just this weird marketing game that's being played, and it kind of goes back to what I talked about with musicians a few weeks ago about like generating negative press to get more eyes on you. And I mean, I wonder if this is maybe sort of the same thing, but I honestly just don't know how lucrative it is, especially for like a restaurant chain.
Long term, it's just a buzz, you know.
Right, and I mean, it might be, there might be a short burst in people coming back just because Cracker Barrel's on the mind. It's what they're thinking about.
In all honesty, I was talking to Ashley, like, hey, maybe we can actually go to Cracker Barrel and not wait.
Right.
It's like because the last time we went, we sat there for like an hour to go sit down.
I mean, that's how it is. I mean, I used to go to Cracker Barrel quite a bit when I was a kid because, I mean, my parents always went there. They loved the one in Statesville. And I
That's
mean,
their demographic.
right, yeah, it's for the boomers. But
I love it. I mean, God, give me that, man, or the breakfast platter or some of that meatloaf and okra.
Yeah, see, like, I don't know if I could necessarily say that I love their food just because I love all breakfast food, and most breakfast food is the same. I mean, there's not a whole lot of variation or creativity with breakfast food around here anyway. You get your home style Southern breakfast, like, that's what you get around here, unless you're ordering, like, chicken and waffles or something weird like that, your Salisbury steak and stuff like that. Which, I mean, that's all well and good, but Cracker Barrel was never like a dinner place for us. We always went in the mornings. Like, that's just, it is what it is. And I just don't know. I think associating themselves, as unfortunate as it is and how incorrect I think it is for them to be kind of branded with that, like, oh, go woke, go broke type thing that everybody was running on when they made their change. It's just the demographic that they would want to return to their restaurants. I don't think they will at that point. Like, I don't know. You get into the baby boomers and, you know, the gray area between the baby boomers and Gen X, and you're not going to get a whole lot of participation out of those types of people once you have that sticker on you. Yeah. And I mean,
it's just like
I don't
saying,
know.
like, I'm never going to McDonald's again because I swear I think I remember somebody saying, look how they've modernized this place. I'll never go there again. And I'm like, yes, you will. You will.
Yeah.
You will go.
You can't stay away from Mickey D's. No.
I think it all, like, my biggest takeaway from all this is, at the end of the day, I don't think really anybody cares about a logo, what kind of building it is. They care about the price, the quality of food, and the service you get. If you get all three of those things right, you're going to do well. Look at Chick-fil-A. Yeah. Their logo hasn't changed since it started.
Right.
They just get you in there really quickly. They serve you pretty well, and the prices they're a little high, but the service is wow.
Well, that and like Chick-fil-A is surprisingly resilient to backlash about their politics and stuff like that too, because
I think they're giving their owner Zoloft or all the people that work there. They're way too happy.
Dude,
way too happy.
I mean, I like Chick-fil-A.
My pleasure.
You're right. Yeah, I like Chick-fil-A as much as a lot of other people, but it is strange. Like, it's my pleasure to serve you. Like, that is just.
It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder, like, if they're just like, I heard, and I don't know any truth to this, but I heard that they pay them more, and if you pay people more, they're happier with their jobs.
I mean, I can speak to that a little bit. I mean, just in the fact that I would be a happier person if I was paid more. Yeah, like, it makes all the sense in the world to me. But yeah, I don't know. There's like some strange. ideological bent to Chick-fil-A and like their main base of people, because it is like a hyper Christian corporation. Like that's their whole thing is, that's why they're closed on Sundays and whatnot. And
That's why I never
have
eat
never
there
changed.
because every time I want Chick-fil-A, it's fucking Sunday.
Right. Or, and I mean, I don't know if it's just from how good the food is or just from that day of being closed, but whenever we drive past the one on 127 up here, dude, that line is wrapped around their parking lot.
It's
like every time.
single one of them is
right.
all across the country.
It's just like unbelievable. We get it DoorDashed every now and then just so we don't have to deal with the lines up there, but
the one thing that blows my mind, and I'm not trying to pull any sort of like demographic card on this, but it's so obvious. Like, if you go to Chick-fil-A, it is nothing but soccer moms in their minivans and like,
right.
It's just like, it's that demographic.
Yep.
It just hit them.
Right.
I don't see anybody, I rarely ever see anybody outside of the demographic at Chick-fil-A.
Is Chick-fil-A more of a like Southern thing, or is that a nationwide franchise? Is it everywhere?
I think it is nationwide, and I've driven by quite a few in other states,
right.
and it's like that in every single one. It's just
right.
around the building, and it's wild. It's like a phenomenon almost. I mean, don't get me wrong, the chicken is good. Like I got to give them that. The chicken's great, right? But
right.
it's almost culty.
No, it really is like just what they aim for. It seems like, just, and maybe it's just because I'm relating it to like the hyper Christian side of the business and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, it feels strange. Like, I don't want it to be your pleasure to serve me. I just want you to do your job, and it's fine to not love your job. Like, if you're working fast food, I know fast food sucks. I've done it. Like,
well, in the casinos, this is a real thing. They pump extra oxygen in the buildings.
What?
Yeah, because it like makes you feel high, like happy, more euphoric when you have more oxygen.
Sure.
And they actually do. I'm pretty sure they do that, and we could validate it. But it makes you wonder if they're like throwing some extra oxygen off in there to get
that. What in the fuck?
Hey, when you get a chance, Kelsey, see if you can find casinos if they actually do put oxygen in their casinos. I heard that as it may be a rumor, but I'm fairly certain.
Right. Well, I mean, I just feel like if that's the case, I mean, there's hopefully nothing wrong with that. I mean, more air can't be bad for you, right? Like,
no.
So, I mean, it's not like it's nefarious or anything like that. But then, like, I think about other businesses. It's like, why doesn't everybody do that if that's just an option? Like,
probably because it costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's illegal.
Oh, it is illegal?
Wow.
But the casinos are on reservations, and they don't always have to play by the same rules, right?
I mean, that's typically...
Or you're saying it's illegal even in casinos?
It says it's in casinos. This says it's illegal.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I still wouldn't be surprised if there is some kind of gray area there because of the reservation rules and whatnot. Because, I mean, here in North Carolina, gambling was illegal for the longest time unless you went to Cherokee.
Yeah.
And then, boom, you can do whatever you want up there. So, I mean, I wouldn't be totally shocked if there was some reasoning that they could get away with it. But why is it illegal, though? Like,
I mean, pure oxygen is flammable.
Yeah.
One.
Oh, fire codes.
Yeah,
I don't think it's that. I would say I don't think it would be enough to be flammable. I think it's just a little booster shot.
I mean, I wouldn't think so.
Just a little pick me up. Just a little.
Apparently, it's a myth, and it's been
probably
talked about.
A little toot. I'll take a little toot of oxygen, please.
No, I mean that's almost like too strange. Like it's almost too mundane to be a myth, though. In my mind, like yeah, that might.
I don't know.
It might be the case, but it like feels like something. Like who would come up with that? It's like you know what they do to get more of your money.
All of these are about Vegas, though. So
they want you to be happier when you're there and spend more money.
Right.
And anything they can do, they'll do it. Make it a little cooler, not too hot.
They do make it cooler. That is one thing that they do.
But I'll tell you one thing. I mean, they'll let you smoke in those casinos. And, I mean, no offense, but I mean, I've smoked plenty of my cigarettes in my day, but like everybody doing it inside, it's
Oh
overwhelming.
yeah, no.
And the last time
agree.
we went to Cherokee, I was just like, God damn, I gotta get some fresh air, man.
yeah, yeah.
I miss the Harrogate Steakhouse days where you had the smoking area.
Yeah, get them tater wedges.
I mean, when we were kids, I mean, any restaurant, I'm pretty sure.
Smoking area, smoking
Yeah.
on.
And I mean,
Well, I think even
fucking
Sundries.
Village Inn had it. Village Inn had a smoking area in the back.
yeah, it was in that back room that's like their birthday party room now, with
I
all
think
the
even
smoke-stained
Sundries-
walls. and
You can
shit.
still smoke at Sundries because it's considered a club, a private club. I know that they were still smoking in there not only 5 years ago, but I don't know about now.
Yeah, I think if you don't I think it has to be some kind of like private membership thing.
Yeah,
and I think
that's what it is.
if you don't serve, I don't think you can serve food or something like that in a building where smoking's allowed. I might just be picking that out of the ether, but I'm pretty sure that's a thing because I mean, food regulation comes from other industries, or not industries, but other rule makers and whatnot. Anyway, so I mean, I don't know.
You can
There's
have that
something to it.
secondhand smoke, but don't put that in my food.
Well, I mean, it's so weird. Like, I'm still caught up on this whole oxygen thing a little bit because it's just like you're not gonna let businesses make their clientele happier because air is flammable. like that's the whole reason. I just don't. I don't know. Like they just don't want us to be happy, man. Like it's the fucking government, dude.
I don't know.
It's the fucking lizard people sucking up the negative energy, dude. I'm fucking telling you.
For it to be any noticeable change, I think it has to be a lot of oxygen. Like
Yeah.
people on oxygen for like COPD or something. It's
Right.
like,
Yeah, I mean, I think it
That's-
has to be super concentrated amount because I mean, there's 25% oxygen naturally in the air we breathe, and like 75% of it's nitrogen.
check,
I think
check.
you can confirm
I'll have to
that.
take you. I'll take your word for it.
I'm fairly certain. I mean, there's some carbon dioxide, and I think like over 75% of it that we breathe is nitrogen. But if it was like
78% nitrogen.
so I was close.
And
I was close.
21% oxygen.
yeah, so
there's
21% of it is oxygen.
There's like
But
a
if you were to add
1%.
100% oxygen, it's flammable. But
Man, that's so wild.
But
like,
if you add like 8, 9, 10% more oxygen, just to
Ooh.
make you a little bit more happier.
right, yeah, just a little bit.
This
Don't you want to be a
says
little happier?
when it comes to oxygen, you can have too much of a good thing. Breathing air that contains higher levels of oxygen than the usual 21% found in Earth's atmosphere can cause organ damage, seizures, and even death in people and animals.
But like they put oxygen masks on people in the hospital and shit. Like
Because they're not regulating.
get enough-
Yeah,
they're
they're
not
not
getting enough.
regulating.
oh, so that just evens it back out, I guess.
Yeah. So I guess I'll be almost to the point where like you get oxygen poisoning. Like if you're already getting 98%
Sure.
oxygen from your lungs, like we're pretty efficient. Like at O2 pulse ox or whatever they call it. If you're already getting like 98% and you roll in this place and they're giving you like 20% more oxygen, I could see where you could get like you could OD on it somehow. I don't
All right.
know.
So like is extra oxygen just the stuff like is that like aerosol essentially? I wonder like is that what that is? Just like super oxygen?
I don't
like,
know.
I think the aerosol stuff is like chemicals, and that's
Yeah.
like the whippet things,
Right, yeah.
where it's not good for you.
Whip it
At all.
real good.
Yeah, that's
Some would
it's at the
say.
point where it's like
Not
making
me.
you high, you know.
Yeah.
But this is more just making you happier and you just feel good, right?
All right. No, I mean that's still I don't know. That's interesting, I guess.
I don't even know where I heard that. and-
Aerosol is a blanket thing for like any fine solid particles or liquid droplets in air or another gas.
Oh, so it's like the delivery mechanism.
Yes.
More or less.
But yeah, I didn't mean to like stir up like a fake rumor there, but I heard it from I heard it somewhere.
It's
Somebody
not a fake rumor. It's just a myth, apparently, that a bunch of people thought.
See, we're dispelling rumors here. We're doing the Lord's work, Conrad.
It's not to say that like somebody in Cherokee's not hooking up a CO2 tank and pumping it out in the air. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, with all the fucked up shit that corporations do in this country just to make people spend a little more money or anything like that, it would not surprise me.
I've heard way worse.
Buying off people to write articles saying that they don't do it.
I mean, exactly. Like there is no truth. There is only rumors. Like the rumor that they do it is a rumor, and the rumor that it hurts you is a rumor, and the rumor that they don't do it is a rumor. Like it's all speculation.
Yeah.
We're just living and breathing, baby.
No, but if they're sending oxygen through the ducts at a casino, it's a very big fire hazard. I'd imagine, at least in the ducts.
I mean, like just a little bit, just a little bit.
Toot.
Yeah, just give them a little bump of that good oxygen.
Just a little bump. Just a little toot toot.
But madness, I say, madness. But to go back to, not to go back to the Cracker Barrel thing, but to go back to the topic of angry boomers and stuff. Did you see what Roger Waters said about Ozzy the other day? Like, it was in this interview, and like just goes on a fucking rant about like. I don't know what incited it exactly, but he goes on to say, like, I can't remember like word for word what it was, but he's talking about how Ozzy was like drugged the hell out all the time, and like made comments about like, oh, I was never into the whole rah rah songs and whatnot, and blah 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 blah, and it just felt like it was so fucking far out of left field, and it's like, dude. What?
Why now?
Right. Why now? Like a month or two after he's passed. And I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be too butthurt about it, but it just felt like such a douchebag asshole move. And like, I don't get it, man. Like, just let him rest, dude. Like, what are we doing here? And I mean, I don't know if you want to talk about like Ozzy and his drug habits. Dude, Pink Floyd inspired an entire generation to drop acid. Like, I don't know what high ground you have to stand on here, sir. I mean,
something personal happened there. Had to have.
Yeah, he said he was all over the TV for hundreds of years with his idiocy and nonsense. The music, I've no idea. I couldn't give a fuck. I don't care about Black Sabbath, and I never did.
He's been hurt.
Like, what is this? And like,
he's either like had a bump in with him somewhere, and he was like probably belligerent, high, or on drugs. And
I tried to look into it a little bit earlier, and like there was no, at least at a glance, I didn't do a deep dive on this because I didn't really think it was worth it. But I mean, there's no history between the two. Like they never really interacted. I don't think.
In this, it says Waters' criticism of Osbourne dates back to at least 1970, while Osbourne throughout his life expressed admiration for Pink Floyd.
It's like, leave the man alone. What are we doing? And I mean, I don't know. I don't know specific instances, but I feel like this probably isn't the first time that I've heard of him being kind of a dickhead to people. So, I mean, maybe that's just in his DNA. I don't know. But I don't know. I just wanted to bring it up because fuck that, man. What are we doing? Like, Ozzy did so much for up-and-coming artists and stuff, threw on these whole-ass festivals for people, and who gives a shit if he had a shitty reality TV show? I mean, sure, like, I mean, whatever, I guess. Like, I'm not going to say anything good or bad about the Osbournes. Like,
Sharon!
Right, I mean, it is what it is, and I feel like is he just mad? Is Roger just mad that he doesn't have that like kind of? I mean, he
legacy.
Well, I mean, that's what I was gonna say, but honestly, like he has a legacy of his own, and it's just huge. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are you doing, man?
It just makes me feel like they had some sort of run in the past.
Yeah, I mean. That's kind of what it sounds like, but I mean, like Kelso said, I mean, Ozzy he always admired Pink Floyd, it seems like, and I mean, it was one-sided if there was an altercation, it seems. I don't know. I just wanted to rant on that for a minute, I guess, but it's just ridiculous.
It's surprising, for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure it does go back to legacy, but I don't know. Once again, like, what has Roger Waters done for other artists and stuff, And maybe he's done a lot that I'm just not aware of because I'm not super plugged into Pink Floyd. But it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, Ozzy recently, when he passed, like, there's literally a TikTok trend that was going around saying that Ozzy gave his soul to Youngblood so that he could be successful after he passed, and that's ridiculous. Let me throw that out there. But, I mean, like, that just shows, like, at least a base admiration for what Ozzy did for other artists and stuff like that, and shows what kind of legacy he is going to have, years down the road. And, I don't know, like, Pink Floyd, they have a lot of great music, don't get me wrong. They're awesome. But they're going to be remembered as the band that made the alternate Wizard of Oz soundtrack. Like, that's what people know them for. So, I mean, I don't know.
In the younger generation, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, did you ever hear about how Ozzy got into Black Sabbath?
I don't
That original
believe so,
story.
no.
So apparently, like this is obviously it's all based in Europe, but in their hometown, it was a fairly small town. There's a band that started up, and I think maybe he had auditioned to be the singer because they lost the singer.
Sure.
And they didn't want him, but then they found out later that he had this big PA already. Like, and they're like, "Oh, you got a PA? Well,
yeah, you got something to bring to the table." Well, I mean, Black Sabbath had Dio before Ozzy, right? Or was Dio like in a weird gap or something like that?
I'm a little fuzzy on the history, so I'm not gonna get myself in trouble.
No, actually, I feel like Black Sabbath's first album was with Ozzy, but I know Dio was a part of it at one point in time. I don't know the history exactly there.
Yeah, but I do know that I'm fairly certain the history there is the reason he got an in with that in the beginning is just because he had the gear.
Yeah, because Satan gave him a PA system.
And they took the pick of destiny.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man.
It was powered by evil.
Right. But I guess to kind of bring it back home a little bit before we get out of here, I've been looking into a few things about the moon again here lately because we've brought it up for a few episodes here and there,
sure.
And there's just some kind of interesting tidbits that I'm still working through a little bit.
Okay.
But Kells, if you would, could you give the old Googs, I believe it's transient lunar phenomenon, because there's these craters on the moon, the ones that we can see on this side, and there are these very strange lights that just kind of appear in them for whatever reason, and a lot of people kind of knock it off as just like artifacts from cameras and stuff like that, but I mean, there's a lot of debate, and I mean, me being the kind of crazy conspiracy guy, it just, I don't know, makes you wonder, I guess.
I see it.
Yeah, like there's one of them right there. I know the big one is, I'm going to fuck this up, but it's like the Aristarchus crater or something like that. I feel like there was a lot more pictures when I was Googling this the other day, but yeah, it's just like randomly. Yeah, go to right there, the Aristarchus Plateau.
Yeah.
Yeah, click on that one right there and maybe scroll down just a little bit, because I saw some crazy pictures of the lights coming out of that thing. And I don't know, this just, see it says the Clementine image right there. Like, that glow that it has on it almost is, it's just, I don't know. I thought it was a pretty wild little bit of information about the moon, and I don't know that it is anything. I'm not saying that it means much of anything. It's just one of those kind of unexplained phenomenons, or only partially explained phenomenon. And this got me going down a bit of a rabbit hole. God, what was that guy's name? It was...
So what are they saying? What are the experts claiming?
I mean, there's a lot of different explanations. It's like gases and things of that nature, and like bits of metal shards and stuff that might be up there from other materials and
This one says
whatnot.
it may be due to volcanic activity on the moon, too.
Wow.
Yeah, I hadn't seen
I
that
have
one.
never heard that.
Right? Yeah, I
It
hadn't
wasn't
seen that one either.
confidently shared by the researcher, it seems, but
Yeah,
Not
but that
so
was also in 1821. 1821.
Okay.
so I mean, but they've been seeing it for a long time to
A
that
long
point.
time.
Like it's something that we've seen going on up there for a long time, and nobody has a great explanation for it. And to go a little bit deeper, I guess, I can't remember this guy's fucking name. It was like Carl Woods or something like that. He was
It wasn't Carl Sagan, was it?
no. This was like a supposed like military guy. I believe he was in the Navy, and he had reported. And I'm still looking into this, and we'll touch on it again at a later time probably. But they're talking, or his claim was that back in like the late '60s, I believe he was told by intelligence of some sort that there had actually been like pictures of these military bases on the moon, like on the dark side of it. And the only reason I bring this up is because I recently heard another thing that has to do with this, and this goes into like the CIA's interest in astral projection, remote viewing. Do you know what that? Have we talked about that kind
I
of
think
shit?
we did last episode or the episode before that, like the astral projection stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So the CIA had a program. Like, they definitely had a program where they were getting these random people, seemingly anyway, because there's a lot of people that have been involved with it. But there was a remote viewer named Ingo Swann. He's the kind of big one that I've heard about anyway. Mm-hmm. And he was verifiably a remote viewer for the CIA. And he wrote a book a while back. I think it's probably 10, 15, maybe longer than that years old. But his story was that he was asked to remote view the dark side of the moon. And he had the exact same kind of story, was that he found these like bases, these structures, buildings with people in them up there on the dark side of the moon. And that when he's in his astral body or whatever you want to call it, that they could somehow see him. They would perceive him in some way or another. And there was like he had panic attacks and shit after this, and it became like a big deal in his life. And I don't know. I guess all of that just to kind of tease out what I've been looking into lately and what I kind of want to bring to the table later. And we'll kind of dive into it a little bit more.
This is interesting.
I mean, I think like you can only hope to take a grain of salt away from any of this kind of shit, especially with the CIA, because with stuff like remote viewing, there are a lot of people that have a lot of stories about remote viewing, and I mean, it's all tied in with the military, the stuff that you hear about, but also, if the military was really using remote viewing, would they let this information out into the public the way they do? Could they stop it even if they wanted to? I don't know. It's just always been kind of an interest of mine, just on some hippy-dippy spiritual shit. Like,
Yeah.
it just sounds like something that would be cool if we could do. I don't know.
I'd be curious to know, like, all the trips that we've made to the moon, all those visits, like, because there's been a whole lot more than I originally thought. I knew we've been a lot, but I didn't know that much.
Well,
and I wonder how many times they actually land on the dark side of the moon.
Yeah. Well, I know I've heard, I think when we were looking it up with Jared, I think we saw like 17 times between, it was only like a 5-year span or something like that we made all of those trips, which, I mean, I think that's interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of the camp that we probably went to the moon, but like, I don't know, I kind of do wonder if we've been upfront about what we found there, is kind of my thoughts on it.
Yeah, I'm kind of split on like, because we only put, we're looking at like trillions of dollars to do something like this, and it's not even really 100% I'm not convinced it would be safe. Even spending that much money, we wouldn't technically have the technology to keep oxygen going.
Yeah.
But beyond that, if I were to let go of all that stuff, the motive behind it, in my mind, would be natural resources.
Yeah.
Would be
potentially.
either that, or we found something so wild and relic like there that's the interest.
Well, I mean, that's I kind of hate to say it, but that's more the way that I lean a little bit. Is like, I don't know. I think
The fifth element's been found.
right. I mean, I don't know. I think there is something to non-human intelligence. I mean, I think there's something going on here. I don't know if it came from a galaxy far, far away, or if it's something that had been here the whole time, that's been here the entire time. And, you know, I don't know. I wouldn't venture a guess on all that, but I do think that there's something going on with things that aren't us. And just that being the case, and like everything that is strange with the moon, like these lights, and you know the whole ring like a bell thing when they dropped that fucking rocket on it or whatever. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what to think about it.
In that same vein, has your feed wherever you get on social media, has it been covered with like? It's since we've been doing this podcast and I've been searching things, you know, it's going to give me the stuff,
right?
The goods. It's going to give me the goods. But it was for a while Oumuamua, this thing that's like interstellar, that's come out of our galaxy and then now it's just weird shaped rock, and it comes in and out and blah blah blah.
Right.
But now there's a new one.
Yeah,
and it's like defying all the things that they know.
Yeah, we talked about that for a little bit last time. That's the 3-Eye Atlas thing.
Yeah.
And that's been all over my feeds lately. And I mean, people go back and forth on it. And it came from Avi Loeb, who's a Harvard cosmologist or scientist of some sort. I don't fucking know what he does exactly. But, I mean, it came from a Harvard guy, which sounds good on paper, I guess. But also he's made outrageous claims before about the Oumuamua thing and other events.
Apparently that thing is going to come through close to us around December of this year.
Yeah, I think around, I want to say like around October, I think I heard that it was going to be near Mars, and that's when they're hoping that they can get a better look at it, exactly what it is. And I don't know what to believe
shaped
exactly.
Like a cigar, what I've seen.
Yeah. I don't know. I see so much bullshit on Twitter
you don't
and
know
TikTok.
What to believe.
I really don't. And to hear them talk about it, it's just that it's exhibiting so many characteristics that don't line up with what we know to be the case with like comets and other things that fly through space. And a lot of people want to jump to the fact that like it's like aliens. Like I saw a TikTok earlier today that was like, this is a ship of alien refugees coming to our planet, and it's like, well, don't come to America because we don't like that here
for you. Well, and y'all are gonna roll your eyes about what I'm gonna say.
Oh, NDT. Here we go.
But the man who shall not be named, Neil deGrasse, covered this just a little bit and said, when we see something on Earth that we don't know what it is, we immediately say, oh, it must be aliens, because I can't explain it at all. I have no idea what it is. I don't know. It's not something we've ever seen before. It has to be aliens.
Yeah.
And he said that doesn't differ in translating looking something way out into space and we can't explain what it is.
Right.
It's like it's nothing we know. It defies gravity. It must be aliens. And I make it very, very clear to say that I am not demystifying or debunking any of this, because Hell, it could be aliens. I hope it is.
Yeah.
It would be really interesting. It'd probably scare everybody to death,
Yeah,
but
no, let's mix it up, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, I want to get weird. Let's get weird with it.
Yeah.
Let's see some aliens.
No,
but
that's where I'm at.
but beyond that, that's the other end of the spectrum. That's NGT's.
DT.
Yeah, sorry, NDT's.
He's your guy. Come on now.
Yeah, that's his take on it. And I mean, there's some truth to that. So
No, I mean definitely, and I think to take the more reasonable side of this conversation is just, I think I don't know that they have much of a clue about where this thing came from, but we still find the occasional new element, for instance. And
we're making new elements,
right? Exactly.
All the time.
So who's to say that this thing doesn't just have some type of, like, it could be a comet, but along its path it could have collided with something with some super foreign material or element or something like that, some
kryptonite,
crazy, right, or some kind of mineral, whatever it may be. And I mean, maybe that's throwing off the optics of it a little bit.
Sure.
Kels, can you see if you can find the most recent pictures of the 3-Eye Atlas? I saw some shit earlier today, and I don't know if there was a bit of truth to these pictures, but I remember seeing something earlier, and it was like, this is the new pictures from the Hubble and the James Webb and all these, and it looked extremely weird, honestly, and like it almost looked like it had these. The picture I saw, I believe on TikTok anyway, it almost looked like it had these fucking like scales coming off of it. It was like a very close up picture. Like as far as the
what if it's a biological thing? You ever thought about that? Like it's not a rock; it's like an actual thing. It's like a living organism.
I mean,
and when you said scales, I thought.
It's a space dragon.
Please, God, will there please be a space dragon?
No, I think if we find aliens, I don't want the first one to be a fucking space dragon.
Okay, fair enough.
We need to find the aliens that can help us slay the space dragon before we find the space dragon.
True that.
Please.
You speak some truth to that.
But, yeah, none of this is really looking like what I saw, and I'm sure it was probably just bullshit. Next time I see it, if I do see such a thing, I'll try to save it, and we'll bring it up next time maybe. But, yeah, I mean, all that to say, there is an insane amount of misinformation about this thing, and honestly, if it is, here's the thing. If it is something really weird that we're maybe not prepared for as a race of people, I think it's reasonable to say that there would be a lot of misinformation that was like kind of planted into our social media and stuff like that to maintain peace of mind and stuff. Like, let's go worst case scenario and say it is the space dragon. Then like the government, the leaders of the world, they don't want everybody on Earth to know that there's a space dragon on its way. So, like, what do? You put all this random bullshit out there. Maybe it's this, maybe it's this, maybe it's this. You have a crazy-looking guy that's all bug-eyed on TikTok telling you that it's alien refugees, like I said earlier. Like, I don't know.
You have to collect all the descendant shards.
Yeah. But, I mean, one way or...
Sorry. I just referenced, what is it that Bungie did? They split off from Halo and made that game.
I'm not sure.
I have no
We
idea.
used to say it for a long time. But anyways, yeah.
Yeah, I was never real up to date on Bungie.
Did they make Destiny?
That's it. Destiny. You had to collect all the descendant shards in order to build a better weapon. Yeah.
But
Sultan.
all that to say, like, I don't know. We're gonna get to the bottom of this by, like you said, December. I mean, that's when it's
let's keep
supposed to be out of here. I think out of our sight anyway. unless
Let's
it
keep our
stops.
pulse on it. Like maybe bring it up every other episode and see if there's anything new about it. If there's not, we won't tell you about it. But if there is, we will.
Unless the rapture happens first.
Yeah. Then we won't tell you about it because we won't even be here.
Right. The rapture was supposed to happen in what, September this month? Is that the deal? Did
23rd
you ever find?
is what I heard.
Did you ever find out where that rumor came from? Like, who says such a thing?
I don't know enough to even tell you.
All right, well, time's up, ladies and gentlemen. Where do you want to be when Jesus comes back?
Listening to Hello Carolina.
Right.
Hello World.
Yeah. But,
and also we're going to do a cover on She Blinded Me with Science.
Yep.
Tell us what you think about that.
Right, yeah.
If you know the song.
Keep your eyes peeled,
The
ladies
worst
and
song
gents.
from the 80s.
But, all right. I think that is just about all the time we have for tonight. Where are we at, Kels? Do we have time for anything else? We at the hour? The sacred hour?
Yep.
All right. Well, fantastic then. We'll just save some stuff for next time then. But thank you for watching. As always, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Later.
Hello, Earth. Have we met?